Severe cold on the way and more snow in the forecast, and when we might have more accumulation this weekend.
A boom for some, a bust for others. Cleaning up in the nor'easter. Did some schools cancel classes too early?
Too hot to teach? The racy modeling photos that got a teacher's aide pulled out of the classroom.
And would David Ortiz ever play anywhere else? Big Papi talks with Steve Burton about his future with the Red Sox.
Live from our studios in Boston, WBZ News at 6 starts right now.
No more snow, but now we have to worry about the real cold. Good evening, I'm Paula Evan in for Lisa Hughes.
And I'm Jack Williams. Well, the storm didn't exactly play out as predicted. The South Shore got hit hard as expected. Norwell receiving more than 1.5 feet of snow, a little less down at Plymouth, 15.5 inches in Plymouth. But here in Boston, the city only received about 4 inches of snow. And a lot of communities didn't even get that much. Barry Burbank is here with the AccuWeather forecast. Barry.
You're right about that, Jack. It's a strange snowfall pattern with all that snow to the south of Boston. Again, Boston getting that 4 inches, and again, the amounts dropped off dramatically as you went to the north. So this was the zone down here. Folks up here out of the zone. Boston getting that 4.2 inches, bringing the seasonal total so far up to 33.4 inches. At this time last year, we only had 7 inches, but of course you all remember what happened in February. So the snow is gone. It took a long time to depart Cape Cod, where they had ocean effect snow band down there, producing quite a bit of snow during the day today in some locations. The current wind chill is 0 in Boston, 0 and slightly below in some of the suburbs. So a mighty cold night is coming up with these projected wind chills going a little bit below 0, as much as 10 below as we go through the night, with not too much wind. It's not terribly strong, but since it's so cold, just a 10 to 15 mile per hour wind is going to chill the air. So that's what we're talking about. Mostly clear and frigid. The snow moved out of Cape Cod. The clouds will depart there as well. Just a few patches of clouds here overnight. Northwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour. Some of the suburbs as low as 5 below 0, but downtown Boston about 5 above 0. My AccuWeather forecast is coming up in a few minutes. Jack, Paula.
We'll see you then. Thanks, Barry. Well, no warming up by the fire today on the South Shore. People had to venture out into the cold to shovel. Our team coverage continues now with Christina Hager, who is live in Plymouth. Christina?
Paula, safe to say Plymouth got smacked with snow, 15.5 inches. It is up to my knees here, and combined with the wind that had it blowing sideways and every other direction. It challenged our tires for a full day. It hammered Plymouth's famous Mayflower with snow and ocean-fueled wind. It leaves residents with the heavy work of moving more than a foot of snow and dealing with scenes like this. Customers turned away from a gas station after whiteout conditions and slippery roads held back fuel deliveries.
I'm so cold I can barely talk.
A sales crew at this Hyundai dealership spent the afternoon jockeying cars, wiping off 180 windshields and pushing away snowdrifts between all those vehicles.
We're just moving the cars forward so we can plow behind them. That's just New England. It is what it is, you know, so we just deal with it, get through it.
For all the headaches, residents are thankful for one thing. At least it's the fluffy kind.
It's light, very easy. It's easy to get rid of.
But there's no getting rid of the icy cold temperatures now taking hold where the snow finally left off. And Route 3 here finally getting back to normal after a night, a morning, and a day of some really tough driving here. And despite some of the lingering effects of this storm, people are ready to get back to hit the road again, back to work, back to school tomorrow. In Plymouth, Christina Hager, WBZ News. Paula, back to you.
Everybody's ready to exhale. All right, Christina Hager, thank you very much. Logan Airport is getting back to normal. The snow here and across the country led to dozens of canceled flights, forcing a lot of people to spend the night in the airport. There are still some cancellations, but most flights are proceeding as scheduled. Jack?
Well, Paula, busy today was Wellesley High School. It was a normal school day there in spite of the snow. You see, Wellesley school superintendent waited until this morning to decide whether or not to cancel classes. So the school was in session today at the Schofield Elementary School that we're seeing. Well, just a little over a mile away from there at the Ainger Elementary in Newton, it was shut down because they made a decision that was made last night. Kate Merrill is live in Wellesley right now. Kate.
Well, Jack, there's no one way to call a snow day. Every superintendent has to deal with their own issues, their own topography, their own town, so everybody makes their own calls. And sometimes towns right next to each other can have different outcomes. Sometimes they get it right, and sometimes they don't.
I stayed up till like 10 because I thought there was going to be a snow day. And then when I saw there was not a snow day, I was just like, why?
8-year-old Nicholas Van Riet stayed up late expecting no school, but in Wellesley it was a go, and school was in session.
I think it was there was not that much snow and the roads were in a pretty good condition, I think. So I think they make the right call.
His mom is now applauding the decision, but in nearby Newton it is a different story.
We were both like, woohoo, snow day, you know, and then I looked out the window this morning when my husband got up to go to work and I was like, oh my God, did we get a call canceling our snow day?
Newton schools canceled, and it turns out it may have been the wrong call.
I think everybody should have had school today. It seemed perfectly reasonable to get to school today.
But the decision is not easy. Just ask the Wellesley superintendent. It's one they can really agonize over.
It's not easy, and everyone has a different opinion about these calls, regardless of how they play out, which is fine. So we do the very best we can. You know, it's amazing with all the technology we have. There's still no perfect crystal ball.
From the safety of the buses and the walkers to the parents driving the kids and teachers, a lot goes into it. Every storm is different, and so is every town. And maybe the best attitude for parents is courtesy of New England native Julia Harmetz.
I think you have to roll with it. If, you're going to stay in New England, this is part of, being a New England parent, is that they're going to call snow days. I think it's more frustrating in June, when you want to go to the beach, with the kids.
So roll with it and line up babysitters. That is a motto that I live by. All superintendents, of course, would rather have a snow day when they shouldn't have than send the kids to school and put them in danger. What's the old saying? Better safe than... You get my drift. Live in Wellesley tonight, Kate Merrill, WBZ News. Guys, back to you.
Lots of good advice. Kate Merrill, thank you very much. And now to a developing story, an alert from federal authorities in the shooting of a U.S. postal worker in Dorchester. Police are looking for Keon Taylor. They say he's armed and dangerous. The police say just before Christmas, Taylor hijacked a postal worker's vehicle while he was delivering gifts. They say Taylor shot the postal worker in the wrist during a struggle, and a second man has already been charged. Authorities say that man supplied and drove the getaway vehicle.
Tonight, the driver who police say caused that fatal accident involving an ambulance in Milford now is facing motor vehicle homicide charges. Police say 61-year-old Lisa Zemak for Framingham ran a stop sign. She clipped an ambulance. The ambulance flipped over. The patient inside was killed. A paramedic also injured. Zemak will be arraigned in Milford District Court at a later date.
A teacher's aide in Fitchburg is off the job for her side job as a model. Caitlin Pearson was put on leave last week when Fitchburg school officials saw some of her work. A topless picture that appeared on a magazine cover, and other racy photos posted on her Facebook page. As Beth Romano shows us, the pictures have plenty of parents talking.
She's a teacher's aide with apparently nothing to hide. 23-year-old Caitlin Pearson, very public with modeling photos of herself.
You're trying to be a good role model for the kids.
That's now the debate at South Street Elementary School in Fitchburg, where the aide who works with special needs students has been placed on paid leave, and some parents agree.
I don't think that's appropriate. She's showing almost her body in there, and then she said, aide.
These rather racy photos grace the pages of Models Mania, where Pearson is even Model of the Year. Someone anonymously sent them to the superintendent, who tells WBZ-TV he wanted to make sure there was nothing else behind the photos. He wants to assure student safety. Paid administrative leave status does not constitute a finding of any wrongdoing. This parent has no issue with Pearson's after-school hours.
She probably, like most other adults, leaves work at work and her modeling career separate from her teaching career.
According to the superintendent, the school system does criminal background checks on prospective employees, but not any kind of Google searches for additional information, something that could change as a result of this case. A search would have found all this on her open Facebook page, including a biography describing herself as energetic and creative.
I would feel kind of, as a parent, to come in and talk to a teacher after I see her with that kind of, clothes on.
Pearson tells us she can't comment because of the investigation that will decide if this is all too revealing for the classroom. In Fitchburg, Beth Germano, WBZ News.
Coming up on WBZ News, taxes on candy and soda. The governor pitches again a plan that soured on Beacon Hill.
The Eagle Empire strikes back. The New York Yankees in their $155 million answer to the Red Sox championship.
And coming up in about 10 minutes, some wintertime fun on Wednesday's Child. Now let's go cross-country skiing with Chris. He's an intelligent, really nice 14-year-old boy who simply wants to find a good home.
And some very cold air continues across much of the northern United States and an unending supply in Canada. When will it all end? My accurate forecast is coming up in just a few minutes.
Toyota, we are well aware that winter is the toughest time to sell. But think about it, the toughest time to sell has to be the best time to buy. This is a buyer's market. Now is a great time to buy at Bach Toyota. Come on, Dad! Drive home a brand new Toyota Camry, America's best-selling automobile that gets 35 miles per gallon for just $99 per month.
It's made with wholesome ingredients. It tastes great, and it's competitively priced. That's H&K approved. Hearth & Kettle's three-part approval process ensures that every meal coming out of our kitchens meets high standards for quality, taste, and value. Many of our ingredients are organic or all-natural and free of hormones, antibiotics, and artificial preservatives. Wholesome ingredients, great taste, competitively priced. That's H&K approved. Hearth & Kettle's Double Trio is back. Available Sunday through Thursday for a limited time.
Hey, congratulations.
You've been awarded the most appealing compact premium car by J.D. Power.
It was a study across 8 categories, including design, performance, and comfort. Wait, are you blushing?
This is the Lincoln MKZ. Visit your Lincoln showroom today and lease the MKZ for $349 a month.
There's something to be said about good leather. It lasts forever, just like my old baseball glove. And leather furniture lasts a long time, too. Right now, buy any leather living room for $14.99 or more, and you'll get 2 free tickets to see the Red Sox home opener at Fenway. Or 2 free tickets to see the Red Sox play New York at Fenway. Tickets are limited, so don't wait. The perfect leather living room and up to 48 months no interest financing. The only tough decision will be which game.
A man pioneers a way to see the unseen. Radar. Forever providing safer journeys. The Mazda 6 uses radar in its available class-exclusive suite of 7 safety features for greater confidence behind the wheel. Introducing the Mazda 6. What do you drive? Now, get the 2014 Mazda 6 with Skyactiv technology for 0.9% APR for 60 months.
For a convicted killer say he should not be subjected to a death penalty trial because he may soon be terminally ill. Prosecutors are considering whether to seek another death penalty trial for Gary Lee Sampson. He admitted to killing 3 people. Sampson's first death sentence was overturned on appeal. Well, during a hearing yesterday, Sampson's lawyers say he has chronic hepatitis and he has cirrhosis of the liver. They say he may die within 5 years. That's before any death sentence could be carried out.
Governor Deval Patrick delivers his final state budget to Beacon Hill, and once again, he wants state lawmakers to tax candy and soda. The governor wants to increase the budget by almost 5%, but he says applying the state sales tax to sweets would bring in an extra $57 million to the state coffers.
This is a balanced, responsible budget that supports economic growth by investing in education, in innovation, and in infrastructure.
The governor has rescheduled his State of the Commonwealth address. He'll now deliver it next Tuesday night.
Cape Wind and the state are being accused of discrimination. The opponents of the Cape Cod Wind Farm have filed a new lawsuit. They say Massachusetts discriminated against out-of-state power companies when it pushed NSTAR to buy power from Cape Wind. The deal, struck 2 years ago, gives Cape Wind a higher price for its power than NSTAR would typically pay other suppliers. Now let's get back to the weather, and the big headline tonight just may be the dropping temperature.
Oh, I've got that cold, but there's something about after a snowstorm. Beautiful, beautiful sunsets. We had this one in, and Barry, something about the angle of the sun this time this year. It's just like a peak at summer.
Oh yeah, I wish it was warm as summer, huh, Paula? That would be really great. But we've got some really, really cold stuff out there tonight. It took a long time for the clearing to come over Cape Cod and the islands today, that is for sure, because with that ocean effect snow band set up there, right along eastern Plymouth County, southeastern Plymouth County, and right over the Cape Cod Canal area in the western part of the Cape. Some places picking up several inches of snow there, but that's all done now. It's over with. The cloud bank is shifting offshore, and most of the rest of the region is in the clear. And it is cold. It's 16 in Boston right now. It's 12 in Nashua, 14 in Providence. And temperatures will be going down tonight, not to record-breaking levels. We'd have to go all the way down to 6 below in Boston. Not going to get close to that whatsoever. But there's plenty of cold weather all the way west through the Ohio Valley and northward into Canada. So it isn't going to be warming up over the next couple of days. But there is a warm-up in our future, and that's going to be happening on Saturday. Meantime, tonight, it does go down into the single numbers. As we go through the night, mostly clear sky, just a few patches of clouds in the outer part of the Cape. There might be an isolated flurry trying to develop there, but for the most part, it's going to be clear throughout the region, and by midday tomorrow, we'll be back up to the mid-teens. Now, the wind chill is going to be down around 5 to 10 below zero as we go through the night. First thing tomorrow morning, even though the wind isn't going to be strong, it's going to feel that cold with some temperatures in some of the outlying locations, some of the sheltered valley spots in the low-lying spots down into the range of 5 to 10 below zero. There goes the storm that just missed. There was a second one that was forming last night, clobbering the Canadian Maritimes right now, and in its wake, just still plenty of cold air coming out of Canada. This system here will fall apart, not bother us whatsoever, just sort of have a little reinforcing shot of colder air here for Friday. Temperatures down a couple of degrees from what we'll have during tomorrow. These were your highs across the nation today, and across Texas, 72 in Brownsville, 40 in Topeka, 15 in Chicago, only 8 in Minneapolis. So the cold air continues to come our way, and we'll continue to get batches and batches of this coming along here. We have another cold front coming, and that's going to be arriving here sometime on Saturday evening, preceded by clumps and sort of bands of snow showers, which should move through. This isn't going to develop into a major storm, but there'll be patches in places where there could be as much as a coating to a couple of inches of snow during Saturday as that front comes on in here. So my 7-day after the forecast, you got a 19 tomorrow, just a trifle colder on Friday with a 17 after we go down to almost zero, a little bit below tomorrow night. But then a nice warm-up on Saturday, 33 with a few snow showers, lots of clouds. A southwest wind will be busy. Then we have a brisk west wind, a northwest wind, bringing cold air again on Sunday. And maybe a few more snow showers or a touch of light snow sometime Sunday and Monday morning. And then more cold air next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Hey, right back to bad habits into the teens again. That's the forecast for now. Jack, Paula.
We appreciate it, Barry. Thank you.
You ready for some more Celtics action?
We are.
They're going to win one on the road.
In action, maybe I should.
Don't be so harsh. Celtics, yes, they finish up the 3-game road trip tonight in D.C., taking on the Wizards. Rondo, he has the night off. Playing last night, that is. Avery Bradley sprained his right ankle last night, so he's out, and the Celtics signed guard Vanderbilt from the D-League to a 10-day contract. Now, almost another miracle in Miami last night. Seas trailed by the Heat by 18, but came roaring back. Chris Johnson just signed from the D-League. Terrific in his Celtics debut at 11 points in 25 minutes. Now tied at 84. Johnson again this time. He's going to be the nice speed and the pace for Chris Humphries, who finishes with authority. And all of a sudden, the Celtics are up 2 late in the fourth, but tied at 86. And hits the runner. The Heat hang on for the 93-86 win. Season now lost 3 in a row, 15 of their last 17 games. More changes for the Patriots coaching staff. Yesterday, Pepper Johnson said goodbye. Today, the team announced longtime offensive line coach Dante Scarnecchia is retiring after 32 seasons in the NFL. He coached 30 years with the Patriots, starting in 1982. His only time away from the team was 2 seasons with the Colts in 1989-1990. The Pats also announced
Dave DeGuglielmo will be their new offensive line coach. He's a native of Lexington. Well, baseball season is right around the corner. Sox pitchers and catchers, I should say, report to Fort Myers on February 15th. Position players 3 days after that. It will be David Ortiz's 12th spring training with the Sox. The World Series MVP did a satellite tour for Pedigree Dog Food yesterday. They worked together on a short film in which Big Papi tells how his dogs have changed his life. Now, the Sox DH is only signed through this coming season, and I asked him if he wants to retire as a Red Sox.
Hey, I would like to. I'm having fun. It's been a hell of a ride, the longest I've been here. But like I always keep on telling people, this is business. Sometimes you gotta do what is the best for you and your family. And the longest they keep on offering me a job, and I keep on doing what I'm supposed to do, and things, the relationship keep on building up. I'm gonna be there. Hopefully I don't have to go and wear another uniform.
What if they don't offer you a long-term deal this time around?
It's time to move on.
Could you actually see yourself playing for another team?
I haven't seen it, but if I have to, I got no choice. I'm not gonna quit. As long as I keep on hitting the ball the way I have, I'm gonna keep on giving it a try.
I did ask him what he was wearing, by the way. Can't picture him playing for another team. Meanwhile, the Yankees signed Japanese pitcher star Masahiro Tanaka to a 7-year, $155 million contract. He went 24-0 with a 1.27 ERA last season. They also had to pay a $20 million posting fee to his former team. And multiple reports saying angry major leaguers want Alex Rodriguez expelled from the Major League Baseball Players Union last week. The unhappy A-Rod sued the union as part of his challenge to his upcoming suspension, but union leaders said they couldn't legally kick him out altogether. So there you go. David Ortiz should be a Red Sox for life. That's how I look at it.
Well, he's always got the old fallback position of selling dog food.
Okay, Jack.
Well,
a little dog.
The rich get richer. CBS Evening News coming up in a moment at 6:30.
Scott Pelley joins us live now from New York with a preview. Good evening, Scott.
Good evening, Paula. Jack, great to be with you as always in Boston. We're going to have a look at fuel prices, which are rising in this cold spell, and some fuel supplies are even running short. We'll have that for you on the broadcast tonight. And also, if you'll permit me a personal note, we were all so proud of you at WBZ for winning last night the Pulitzer Prize of Broadcasting, the DuPont Columbia Award, which you won because of your coverage of the marathon bombing. Congratulations to everybody in your newsroom at WBZ from all of us here at CBS News.
That means a lot to us, Scott. Thank you very much. Still to come tonight, Wednesday's child. Chris loves sports, and he picked up cross-country skiing very fast. Coming up next, he'll tell us why finding a family is so darn important to him.
CBS Tonight.
Have you ever seen a car accident like this?
When a whistleblower is killed.
John was working on the story.
So you think this was murder? And the secret is exposed.
Files are classified.
How far will the government go?
You're a lucky man. You got a family, good job, so much to live for.
To bury the truth.
I'm gonna need to read you your rights. That's all right. I think I know them.
At UCSI, CBS Tonight.
Before COPD, I took my son fishing every year. We had a great spot. Not easy to find, but worth it. But with COPD making it hard to breathe, I thought those days might be over. So my doctor prescribed Symbicort. It helps significantly improve my lung function starting within 5 minutes. Symbicort doesn't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden symptoms. With Symbicort, today I'm breathing better, and that means fish on.
Symbicort is for COPD, including chronic bronchitis and emphysema. It should not be taken more than twice a day. Symbicort contains formoterol. Medicines like formoterol increase the risk of death from asthma problems. Symbicort may increase your risk of lung infections, osteoporosis, and some eye problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it.
With COPD, I thought I'd miss our family tradition. Now Symbicort significantly improves my lung function starting within 5 minutes, and that makes a difference in my breathing. Today, we're ready for whatever swims our way. Ask your doctor about Symbicort. I got my first prescription free. Call or click to learn more.
I commute to work. I spend a lot of time in my car. I rely on AAA. Whenever I've called for help, they're there. I use AAA for everything to do with my car. To finance it, to insure it, fix it, even a battery when and wherever I need it. And as a AAA member, I have access to a whole network of savings at places I shop all the time, even online. And that saves time.
Call 1-800-JOIN-AAA or join at AAA.com. Membership for life.
Get your 2014 Red Sox summer tickets starting January 25th. Your game could be the game.
Well, taking advantage of this winter weather, Jack takes a 14-year-old Wednesday's child out into the snow for some Nordic fun.
His name is Christopher. He's 14. He loves all sports. And by the way, he likes to sing.
Hi everybody, I'm with Jack and we have a day of cross-country skiing.
Did Chris say skiing? Okay. Off we went to the Weston ski track where we arranged for a private lesson from Chandra, and Chris caught on very fast.
I'm impressed. This is fun. I've never been skiing, so it's the biggest ski slope I've ever seen, or skiing place I've ever seen. I went down a big hill, it was really fast, and I didn't fall. I'm very proud of myself. I do a lot of sports, I can sing, I can draw. I don't know, there's a lot of stuff.
In fact, your social worker says you have a beautiful voice.
I guess I do, yeah. I like all music.
You sing in a choir or a cappella or?
I just sing by myself. Listen to the shower.
He did say he wants a family that is involved in sports and very active family. He did share that he would like a mom and a dad. But he wasn't specific as to siblings, not siblings. He said that didn't matter to him.
Kids need homes, and I need a home. And people need to, take us in because we don't want to be stuck to that program for the rest of our lives.
Bottom line, Chris really wants a family, and believe me, he'll try his best to fit in. A nice boy.
Sweet boy. He should be in a chorus. Get that voice out so everybody can hear
I think
it.
he will. I tried to get him to sing, but he's chilly. For more information on this nice 14-year-old named Chris or Christopher, call the Mass Adoption Resource Exchange, 1-800-882-1176, or check out my website, JackWilliamsWednesdaysChild.com.
And we'll be right back.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Honda. Start something special with great leases and low financing on a new Honda. Visit shophonda.com or visit your local Honda dealer.
You're tough, you're rugged, you're a New Englander. You know how to handle winter, and so do we. Eric Fisher and the WBZ Accuweather team breaking down the storms with our new ice scale.
That gives us severe impact.
Taking you out into the elements with the only mobile lab.
This is where we're going to be seeing most of the snow stack up.
On TV, the radio, online, and on your cell. When winter's at its worst, we're here for you. WBZ Accuweather, your eye on winter storms.
I like the way you move. I like the way you give me so much fun.
The Subaru Forester was named Motor Trend's 2014 Sport Utility of the Year and was awarded Top Safety Pick Plus. Drive home a brand new Subaru Forester, well equipped at $21,995.
Local 103 is always looking for opportunities to give back to the community, to reinvest in the community.
IBEW Local 103 stepping up and providing the funding for 9 fun centers will impact the lives of thousands of children in the New England area.
It offers the children an experience that's going to make him happy, that's going to make him smile.
It's very rewarding to be able to give something back to such a great end user of our services.
No matter who you are, no matter what you do, at Massachusetts Community Colleges, it's about discovering who you want to be. With open admissions, flexible class times, the most affordable tuition in Massachusetts, plus 15 colleges statewide, it's never been easier to transform your world. Visit masscc.org/transform to see our new programs and learn more.
Have you been sleeping on the same mattress since the Red Sox won the series in 2004? A lot has changed in 10 years. Well, maybe it's time for a new mattress. Right now, buy any Beauty Rest mattress for $14.97 or more, and you'll get 2 free tickets to see the Red Sox home opener at Fenway. Or 2 free tickets to see the Red Sox play New York at Fenway. Tickets are limited, so don't wait. A new Beauty Rest, and with up to 48 months no interest financing. It's like winning the series all over again.
Have fun. You too.
Lease the 2014 Audi A4 2.0T Premium Quattro from Audi Burlington today.
Coming up tonight at 11 on WBZ News, patients suddenly struggling to get the life-saving equipment they need. Tonight, the I-Team exposes a program designed to cut healthcare costs. Why is it hurting patients and forcing some businesses to shut down?
Well, let's get a final word on the weather.
Yeah, numbing numbers out there tonight. It is really cold. We're going to be near or slightly below zero in some of the coldest suburbs. Only the teens the next couple of days. A brief warm-up on Saturday. Might call it a little mini thaw if we try to get above 32. And then right back to bad habits over the weekend. Not too much snow coming up. A few snow showers on Saturday.
Do you see any massive snowstorms on the horizon?
Nothing in the next week or so.
Okay.
But we'll be watching very closely to see if anything changes.
Can you predict Super Bowl Sunday?
Oh, yes. Fearless forecaster, huh?
Well, that does it for us. We got a full night of work ahead of us. Join us at 11 o'clock, and we'll let you know what's going on out there.
All right, thanks for watching WBZ News at 6. Have a great